Alright, what's going on, guys? gdoggcasey here, getting ready for episode number 2 of our new Path of Exile playthrough here with the... what's he called again? The Chunky Char-Grilled Chieftain. Although he's got quite a ways to go until he ends up being able to earn that name. I literally started recording immediately after ending the previous one, so... maybe what I'll do in the future is just give myself some actual time to organize things so I can just get that done first before jumping in and forcing you guys to watch me do this. It's not like this stuff is really going to be important, but if anything important actually did happen, then I would let you know what I did, of course. But that's okay. Let's continue on. We're in the Submerged Passage. I really like the atmosphere in Path of Exile. There's a lot of different areas where things are just different, you know? I find they did a really good job on certain aspects of this game. And they did a good job on all sorts of different aspects as well, but just when it comes to the environment and the enemy variety, stuff like that, I'm a big fan. And of course the mechanics underneath the game, like all the different playstyles that are available to you just based on the skill tree alone, is really cool. So Molten Strike is going to really help us against these types of enemies. These small guys that are a little bit harder to click on, harder to even see half the time. That's where, you know, things like Cyclone are just amazing. There we go. Round these guys up a bit. She resists cold. Luckily we're using fire. Doesn't mean she takes more damage to fire, I don't think. We can just tank all that. I'm missing a movement ability, that's for sure. I want to be able to get around these guys. So there's two goals to being down here. We're looking for an underground passage for a side quest, and we're also looking for the ledge. I don't think this is going to lead to any of that, but we found a batch of enemies, so we might as well kill them. There we go. Alright, forgot here, so where am I going next? Oh, we're going up. Sweet, we're going to get this one next. Heart of the Warrior. More life. Hey, we should be hard to kill now. We died in the first episode a couple times. Maybe that'll be the last time we ever die. Anything down here? No. Alright, I also know I'm being a little bit lazy with my flasks here. We'll just do that. You know, there's no real reason not to have that one there. We can put the large one there. That'll help. Usually I just kind of collect shit in my bag until I get back home or back to town, and then I'll go through things, because that change I just made right there, yeah, it's going to make me a tiny bit more efficient, but it's not going to be the difference between being able to clear out this this map or not. So you all know that. Come on, dude. Got another Legion thing here. We'll just come over here and clean up what's over on this side. That should be good enough. Oh, what? And we'll just come back this way. That was a little bit bad. There we go. Try to kite them as best as we can. Okay. All right. Let's go over this way. It's a big cave. Alright, I think this is the ledge. Okay, yeah. So we're not going to go up there yet, because that's our main objective. So instead, we want to be heading down. One thing I'm a little bit ashamed to say, but I actually don't think it's going to be too big of a deal, is I forgot to just listen to the previous video and check the audio levels. But I'm looking at the bars on OBS here, and it looks like it's going to be totally fine. I don't think there'll be a problem. But I suppose it could be, you know, it might be able to be a little bit more professionally balanced. So if I check it and I realize something, I might change a little bit of the audio. That's another thing I'd love you guys to let me know. You know, specifically with audio balance or game settings. If there's a certain setting that I don't have turned on in Path of Exile that you think I should, let me know. I think I got most of it, but who knows what I could be missing. I find the music to be really good in this game. But those of you who know me know I'm a little bit of a music junkie when it comes to video game music, and I tend to like to have the music on, but then sometimes the music can be a little bit overpowering, so I don't like it when the music is overpowering, but I like it when you guys can hear it. Specifically in games that I think really deserve it. Like this one, but like Final Fantasy XIV, you know, that's a game where I know I'm guilty of really just stressing that I want to make sure you guys can hear the music because, it's so good. If I think the music adds to the game in a positive way, then I'm gonna stress about making sure you can hear it. So yeah, if this is the basement, this is where we're gonna find like this mini boss that I have to kill. Just some basement dweller. Get them all bunched up for my Molten Strike. Not a fan of these guys who, you know, you break off their shell and they kind of become a different enemy that you have to retarget. In fact, we're going to be getting an ability soon that's going to help us with that. Wait, can I walk through that? No, the map looks like I can. got another level. Let's get our Heart of the Warrior. Make us even more tanky, even though right now tankiness is not really what we're looking for. I think we're tanky enough. We're thinking about the future. Yeah, that guy can stay over there. Unless they want to follow me all the way over here. I tried to give you a chance to live. You refused. Okay. I wonder if it's over here. It could be. I'm second guessing myself now because I just saw a map layout in the last episode that I've never seen before. And that's to be expected because I haven't played the game in a while. But I've been through that section lots of times and I just don't remember ever seeing that layout. So now I'm thinking that all the layouts have been like really changed. And I think, oh yeah, see, this is proof because that's the boss right there. The boss is going to be up in this direction, but I'm pretty sure, in my experience from playing this before, the boss is almost always, whoop, wrong button. The boss is almost always down in like the south map direction. But this time, I think he's up here. Come here, you. And there he is, Dweller of the Deep. He resists fire, so. Get wrecked. Oh, he's still alive. Now he resists lightning. Keep missing. There we go. Alright. Pick up the chromatic sword.
I cannot carry this.
Can you die? We can carry it if we try. Alright, well first of all, we know we're gonna wear the sash. This is a pretty good sash, we'll wear that. And now I already know I can pick you up and put you right there. Okay, we're done here. We can move on. We will go to the ledge. And we will go to the waypoint at the ledge. And then we will come back to town. And we'll organize our inventory. We're gonna get some movement stuff soon, guys, so it'll make us move better. We just have to get it, and the beginning of the game is always where it's gonna be a little bit slow. But as we progress, that's, you know, I said it in the last episode, but progression is the main thing, right? And you'll see, we'll get more powerful, start moving faster, start clearing things faster, and then we're gonna hit little walls. You know, whenever we get into a new act or a new area, it's possible that we can kind of get held up a little bit because, you know, maybe our resistances aren't high enough or our damage isn't high enough. So then that's when we have to go back, reassess, make some upgrades, and go back out there, you know? Or grind a little bit. But we'll always make it through. Okay. Looking forward to getting a little bit faster attack speed, especially on my Molten Strike.
I cannot carry this.
We can leave one flask, not a big deal. Can't carry that either, so. Pick up those orbs. Those are orbs, if you're new to Path of Exile, they're basically currency items. We're going to use them. Sometimes we'll be using them to actually alter our gear, but most of the time we're going to be using them to trade with other players when we're a little bit later in the game looking for specific items and shit. So on the build that we're following, it's gonna mention that there's certain gear that's really good to get, and then there's also just universally gear that's really good to get. That's where I'm much less of an expert. I don't really know. There's probably, you know, when I find my first alchemy orb, there's probably gonna be something that I can go spend it on that will significantly improve my leveling experience that I'm not really going to know about. Those are the types of things I'd love for you guys to tell me in the comments. If I get to it in time, I'll go get it and, you know, and make our lives easier. But particularly, you know, there's specific gear that is really required for the build. Or not actually required. That's kind of like the thing about this specific build, is that it doesn't actually have gear that's required, but gear that will really help you out. So, alright, we got the waypoint, so we'll come back. Still have time in this episode, so we'll do a little bit of inventory management here. Obviously, I'm going to have to kind of pick and choose when I do it on camera, when not, but I'm not going to put a cut in the video just to do some quick inventory management so you can see how I handle that a little bit. There we go. Okay, so first let's look and see anything that we might want to use. I mean, that is probably going to be pretty strong, but... Oh yeah, this ring, definitely. That will help. We don't have a lot of wisdom scrolls. What else should I do? The iron hat. Oh, that was a bad idea. Shit. I should have went for the chest plate. Okay, well, you know what? I think I have some wisdom scrolls in my stash. Yeah, take those. Alright, let's do the chest piece. Put that on. That's actually like a pretty bad roll for that, but still nice heavy armor. And we're missing gloves, which are right here, so let's go ahead and do that. Just make sure we're wearing something everywhere. We don't have an amulet on. I don't have an amulet to put on. Okay, so we'll stash these flasks. And then we'll sell everything else that we have.
Hello.
Put Heavy Strike in there with Ruthless. And we'll take Molten Strike out of there, put it in the gloves, and we can wear this. I think. Yeah, we'll sell you, you. Hold on. Didn't even know I had that, actually. Well, I just sold my shield, though. Okay, so one thing we can do, right? Now, I'm not going to be doing this. It's early in the game. We really shouldn't be focusing on this as much as we are. But what I can do is I can look at my offense, right? So Heavy Strike is something I use a lot. Damage per second, 36.97. But if I put this in, Okay, it's way better. And then if I put this in... Oh, is there a reason why I can't wear it? Oh, it's unidentified. 52.76, 64. So the two-hander is better, even though this is a 3-link, which the 3-link is pretty good, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. We'll find a 3-link two-hander later. We don't need a 3-link right this minute, so we'll sell everything else. Oh, well, oh yeah, we'll, okay. Sell the iron ring. Good.
Take care.
And we'll stash this, and we'll take these back. And for the gems, I'm just kind of holding on to them. A little bit intrigued to see if that will work with Molten Strike. Something else we can do is we can, well, turn in our quest.
Now that you
Molten Shell. Okay, yeah, see, Ancestral Protector was what we were gonna grab. And Steel Skin. Okay, defensive.
you managed to kill a grand
Book of Skill.
a necromancer.
And the Fetid Pool. So we got all that. Get some more points. So we're moving, yeah, we're grabbing up here. We're going to Born to Fight. And then we're dipping back down to get versatility, which looks like it'll finally give us a little bit of offense. And we got to figure out how we're going to get these skills in here. So Ancestral Protector, I guess, can just be by itself. And there's no room to put Steel Skin right now, so we'll have to hold on to it. Right, what I was going to do, though, is check with him and see if he's got anything worth buying. So our boots are not really optimal for us right now. So yeah, look at this. Like, look at that. 3 steel greaves. Beautiful. We'll buy that. And then we'll... Yeah, okay, so these are rare, so they're giving us bonuses, but it's not something I'm too concerned about. I'm more interested in getting this up and running. So we'll get some steel skin, but first I guess we'll... We're using Molten Skin more often. We're going to put Molten Skin here. And you know what? I'm even going to put Ruthless with that. So now our Molten Strike, I mean, is going to be pretty powerful. We can just combine these two together. Doesn't really matter. And Ground Slam is not something I'm using. Alright, good. So we have Steel Skin on our R. I think that's probably okay. Alright, we should be a little bit stronger. And our inventory is almost cleaned. There we go. Let us continue to the ledge. How much time we got? We got like 7 minutes. We can definitely get to the next waypoint. Oh, we might as well turn this on too. Oh, it only... Ooh. So I'm supposed to use it only when I'm getting hit, I guess. I'll try to make that work, like right here, I guess.
Every death brings me life.
It definitely looks like the looks like I'm getting more molten balls because of that support. Doesn't it? Or am I crazy? Or they're going further. No, I think I'm getting more. I think I'm getting more molten balls. Which is something I like. Hell yeah. Swinging a big stick, murdering everything. It's good. I'm almost positive that this build, because almost every build with a Marauder incorporates, fuck, I'm not going to remember the name of the skill now. Actually, I'm looking at the skill tree. I don't think it does. There's a certain passive ability you can get that makes it so that you never miss, but you never crit. And I thought a lot of Marauders end up with that skill. Because they tend to have accuracy issues, and it just means that you never have to worry about getting your hit percentage up because you're never going to miss. But then it means you're never going to crit. So it's obviously like an offset that you have to understand. Just bash this guy's face in for a bit. Stand in some of his lightning, because who cares? Iron Greaves. They don't really have the right links for us, though, so I don't think I care about them. Level up the gem. Bash this guy's face in. Go up to Born to Fight. Melee attack speed, accuracy. Hey, that's all good. That will help us. Oh yeah, and there's a thinger here. Our increased Molten Strike should help us a lot with this kind of thing. And it already looks like it is. See guys, we're 2 episodes in. We're already chewing through this stuff much better than we were before. Get my offense or my defensive skin on. Look at that. That's what we like to see. Lots of chromatic orbs. Tribal club, you know. I'm gonna start being a little more picky with what I'm picking up here.
Usable.
Cool. So I have this, these sounds that come up with the item filter. I think the guy's name is Mathil. I've never watched him in my life, but I thought it was interesting to just mix it up a little bit. Maybe I should watch him since I'm using his sound pack, but apparently that thing I just picked up is usable. It's the first time I've actually heard it kick in like that, so I'm cool with that. Oh, look at that. Our AoE is just so much better now. See that 3-link chest plate? Gonna pick that up. Even though it's not magic. Alright, we're at the climb. Our timer's getting pretty close, so we're just looking for that waypoint. I know there's a waypoint somewhere in the climb. You can actually tell if there's a waypoint by seeing the blue dots on the map. Now, right now, because my little Banum is on... Oh, actually. Ah, there you go. You can tell anyway, because right beside the climb, there's a little blue thing. I think that's what that means, or that's a... Maybe that's a Legion thing. I think it's either a waypoint or a Legion thing. But you can also leave the map, and if you've already been in it, and there is a waypoint, it gives you a little indicator. So you'll know if you've missed a waypoint. We don't want to miss any waypoints. Okay. There's the waypoint. Okay, so we're gonna call this episode here now that we're at the waypoint. Well, I don't want to be under attack, but what I will very likely do is just take a quick check to make sure that the audio levels are fine, and very likely just jump right back into recording again. So this map probably won't even reset. If it does, no big deal. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for episode number 2. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying. As always, leave comments down below about what you'd like to see that's different, or what you're liking about the series. I always love reading comments. It's so awesome, man. Like, you go through some of my old videos with so many nice comments on it. It's just one of those things where, you know, if you're having a rough day and someone just, your phone beeps and someone's like, hey, you know, I just started playing Final Fantasy. These tanking videos are really cool. They're really helping. It just brings your spirits up. So if you just started playing Path of Exile and this video is really helping you for some reason because you're really new and I'm somehow teaching you things, then I love to hear it. Otherwise, that's fine. You know, I'm a big man. I can handle myself. But you know what I'm saying. Anyway, thanks so much, guys. We will see you in the next episode.